Hi, Saindhu. How are you?
I'm okay, but good otherwise. Bear with my voice today. I might slightly sound like my male counterpart in in my duets. So please do bear with me today. And I'm having a terrible cold and a runny nose and throat infection and everything.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Saindhavi. Thank you for being here. I know, our learners have been very excited
I'm
to
waiting for
have
you,
you.
Cheta.
For everybody who's joined, I know Saindhavi needs no introduction. I still remember this article that I read when she just sang her first song. I still remember the article which goes like, "Playback singer goes to school," and there was really a cute picture of you, like, going to school. And then I was
Back.
like, wow, you're probably one of the youngest playback singers that we had, and especially starting off like that. And so I'm sure you would have started learning like way before, your entire training phase and all that. So can you just quickly tell us how it all happened?
Singing first, and then I started learning. My parents constantly, they go to temples, satsangs and bhajans and all, and they take me along because they can't leave me at home alone. So I have to go, whether I like it or not, I have to go with them. So that was how it was back then. So
Okay.
they keep taking me to all these bhajans and satsangs. So I keep hearing all those, and I wanted to sing very badly when I was 5 years old. So I started crying for the mic, and they gave me the mic, and I started singing the bhajan that I've been hearing all along. And every time I used to go, they just used to give me that mic to sing that one bhajan. So that I was also very happy. Everybody's clapping and all that. No, so I was also very happy. And people started telling my parents that why don't you put her under a proper teacher, because she has a good voice and everything, and she's grasping everything really quick. Why don't you just put her under a proper training and everything?
And even after so many hits, like, I know you've sung so many hits, super duper hits, and such versatile songs you've sung, like, it's amazing. Every time I still remember watching Asuran and listening to it by Pukala, it was like I was just completely in tears, and your voice and that emotion that you carried in that song, and such variety. And I was like, this is the same person that I sang Ready Ready Ready. I mean, so much of, we had so much, completely different kind of emotions and fun energy. And this is you, doing a completely different expression and things. So after giving us so many hits, do you still feel that there are areas that you need to work? Are there still areas that you feel that you need to work
Definitely,
on?
100%, 100%. You know, back then, probably when I starting from my vocal technique till now, I'm still in the learning process. I'm constantly trying to evolve as a singer. What is the next thing that I can do? What is this the next thing that I can learn? Because I know my limitations. When I joined, I mean, not join, I shouldn't say join. When I started singing, playback singing, no, my biggest problem was I was a Carnatic classically trained singer who is used to singing in Anje or Anjarakatte. So when
Okay.
I was given film songs, which is nowhere in Anje or Anjarakatte, and which is like way beyond our range and everything. So when I first started singing playback, wherever I went, I had this problem, range issue. Everybody was so மேல உனக்கு மேல பாட வரதில்ல, உனக்கு கஷ்டமா இருக்குல்ல, வேண்டாம்ல, மேபி நீங்க வந்து சினிமா எல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணக்கூடாது, நீங்க வந்து மேபி நீங்க you should stick to classical, or you should stick to songs which belongs to your register or range, or that was so I used to feel very bad because most of the songs that I went for, it's not their fault. I didn't know the technique back then, how to reach the higher registers and all that. So I used to come back and contemplate, maybe I should only stick to classical singing and not do films at all. Maybe this is not what is written for us and all that. But I got a great guru, Augustine sir. he taught me how to. He made me realize that I had more range that even that I didn't know about it, but he actually knew it, and he made me explore my head voice and chest voice and everything. And today I'm able to sing to an extent, actually better than what I was. If you ask me, it's been my first song got released in 2005. So now it's 16 years into playback singing. So over the years, if you can, actually you can map my evolving as a singer journey through my first song till now. So I'm still in the learning process. There are a lot of areas which I still want to do better. And as we grow older, there are other sort of problems that comes. So I'm still working, and it's a process, and I think it will be a never-ending process.
No, very well said. Even some of our learners, they always feel, sir, I'm trying something, it's not coming perfectly, and I sometimes try and explain them, perfection is an ongoing thing. You can
Exactly.
you'll have to do what you have to do. You have to start somewhere. You have to get the ball rolling, and perfection is something that will eventually happen, without even your conscious effort. And that again is something that will it will always keep changing. At every point in time, you will always feel, oh, I need to get there,
Yeah, exactly.
But important to not let that come in the way of doing and trying and practicing something right now.
Exactly.
So that it doesn't stop your journey.
I have done crazy things. I have done really what yaar enna sonnalum I have done at some point of time, for that range thing and all. No, I've even somebody told me அந்த காலத்துலலாம் வந்து பார்த்தேன்னா கழுத்து வரைக்கும் தண்ணியில நின்று சாதகம் பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணணும். கழுத்து வரைக்கும் தண்ணியில போய் எங்க போய் நின்று சாதகம் பண்ண முடியும் நம்ம? So I don't have a pool in my house, and I'm wondering. And me being short, it was a very big advantage. So what my parents actually bought, because I pestered them to do it, they bought one huge drum. I used to fill it with water, and I used to get inside that and stand till my neck, and I used to practice thinking, idella panna vandrum அந்த மாதிரி, because அது நம்ம we desperately want it to happen. We want to, இது நம்ம limitation, we have to work it out. We have to, it is very good to know your advantages, in your voice or in your singing, or what is your comfort zone. தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது ரொம்ப நல்லது. But at the same time, I think you should also know what your limitations are, so that you can start working into making that as your, working on your limitations and making it your plus. அந்த மாதிரி. So அந்த மாதிரி நானும் யார் என்ன சொன்னாலும் அந்த சமயத்துல I have tried everything.
Yeah, you gotta try, right? I mean, that commitment to trying, sometimes that's all it matters, the fact that you just do it,
Yeah.
Right. And once you realize, okay, that's not working, then you move to the next, right?
Exactly.
Without trying, everything in your head is not going to help.
Yeah. You will find your own technique. There are teachers, there are seniors who have explained to me about chest voice, head voice, everything. But there is not one proper technique. It's not a button that you push, so that if you push this button, you reach there. That doesn't happen. You have to practice and figure out what is the way that, it has to happen. Ellarko, like every voice is unique, madri. Every thumb print is unique, madri. Everything. Your technique only you will know best. இந்த மாதிரி புஷ் பண்ணாதான் I can move comfortably. இல்ல இது மாதிரி புஷ் பண்ணனா என்னோட throat strain ஆகுது. அது only you can figure it out only if you practice. If you don't practice, you will not know. நம்ம ஏதோ ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, கண்ணு கட்டி காட்டுல விட்ட மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். அது வந்து நம்ம என்னதான் படிச்சாலும் என்னதான் கேட்டாலும், I think only through practice you will figure out your own technique on how to do it. There is no particular one set formula. 1 + 1 2 madri, there is no set formula. Every throat is different, so you have to work according to your
The common thing that we experience is people saying we don't have the time,
Yeah.
and then we say we have a job, we have this, we have kids, we have family, and it's so interesting to have you here right now here today, because you are somebody who is like, I can't even wrap my head around the kind of things that you do every day. Starting from you being a celebrity yourself, then you being a new mother, taking care of Auntie, And then you being a celebrity wife, because you're also handling a lot of things for GV Prakash, the way he is rocking the scene right now. And then you have like you're doing so much of social service. I remember when we also had this USCT. Of course, we are all committee members in that, but
Trustees, yeah.
trustees, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
trustees in that. And every time anybody needs any help, of course, during the COVID times when a lot of people from our fraternity needed help, the first person to raise their hand and say, I will take care of this, I will take care of that. Like so much so that we all of us, and she's the youngest member of the entire committee, and we all, wow, like right from Srini sir to everybody, they're like, how do you manage? Like, I know this, I know that person, I'll make this happen, I'll make that happen. She's so willing. And then beyond that, your shows, your recordings, and now your new initiative that you have started with your friends and a team called Kudo. Like, you are the ultimate person who can really talk about how to still make time for what you are really passionate about. So please tell us, what is your mantra? Like, how do you?
The answer is in your question. How do you make time? You have to make time. Time won't, தானா வந்து மடியில விழாது. நம்ம தான் we'll have to make time for it. And I think I am able to manage multiple things at the same time because I have seen my parents do the same thing. I've learned from the best actually. And now GV, he's been, I've never seen a workaholic person like him. And I really don't know how he manages. Even after a full day of shoot, he'll still go directly to the studio and do some, give some notes for the re-recording and all, and come back home to have a little. Or even if he's at home, he will not want to waste time. He'll compose something and keep. I'll just, even during the pandemic, I saw him. So I've always had people around me who are actually, managing multiple things at the same time. And uh, I've always been awestruck at my mother. When we were kids, she used to, I have two brothers who are elder to me. So she used to wake up, cook for everybody till the night actually, and send my brothers to pack their lunches, send them to school, pack my lunch, drop me at school. At least they were old enough to go by cycle, but I was still little. So drop me at school and still go to her office on time at sharp 9 o'clock every day. I've never
Please talk
seen one
that.
bundle of energy like her. She used to be, I still feel I'm not even half of what she was back then. She used to be like one bumperum. So many things she managed at the same time. And now I'm wondering how we used to torture. We used to wait for her in the evening. Like as soon as she stepped inside, we'll be like, Amma tiffin. So இப்ப வந்து நினைச்சா அப்படியே எப்படி இருந்திருக்கும், நல்லா அப்படியே அந்த தோசைகள் எடுத்து 4 சாத்தலாம் போலே தோணி இருக்குமே அப்படின்னு இப்ப தோணுது. பட் ஆனா ஓகேடா கண்ணா உடனே with one smile she'll immediately go straight from like now we are thinking, so we didn't even give her 5 minutes of breathing space as soon as she came back from office. What kind of children were we? இப்போ எனக்கு நினைக்க தோணுது. But back then, you just took everything for granted because you thought, oh, Ammana, she can do this, that we didn't know how tiring it must have been back then. Now, after me having a kid, I'm wondering how the hell did my mother have so much energy back then managing 3 kids. I was like, oh my God.
And one thing that I observed also whenever I had the opportunity to see you in playing all these multiple roles is you are like so in the now. Like something comes up, you right now make that call, that's done, and then you have to do this, you just do it and it's done, and it's like done. I've never seen you like push something for sale, saying okay, I will call them tomorrow, okay, I will speak. It never happens with you. I've realized it. And that's something we also emphasize in our thing. We tell them, guys, the best time to practice is right now. Just do it right. You're driving a car, you're under the shower, it doesn't matter. Just do it right now, because there won't be another time when you can really do it. And I see that in you, like, when you jump around and the job is done for you, and you move to
even now, 2 days back, before the show, yesterday's show, we had a set of new songs, and everything was like really, really difficult. And I was wondering how I'm going to, I have to learn it for the rehearsal and I have to perform it for the show and everything. But I also have one toddler at home who's waiting for me, and he is not bothered about whether I have a show or whether I have to practice and nothing. For her, Amma means Amma has to come and play with her. If she needs milk, Amma has to give milk. So she's in her own world. So I was like dead tired. I had the whole day, we were shooting the whole day. So I
Yeah.
came back home around 8 or 8:30, and I waited till, I had to feed her and everything, and I bathed her and I put her to sleep, and she sleeps late. And then after she slept, I actually sat for a whole hour to download the lyrics, and I learned every song and everything. And again, the next day morning, before she could wake up, I woke up and I started practicing again for for the rehearsal and everything. And then I went to the rehearsal and came back. Even yesterday before the show, I just sneak time in between when she's sleeping, or when she's busy playing with her dad, or when she's busy playing with her atte or my father-in-law and something like that. So I just see, even if I know, okay, she's going to play only for half an hour, but she's going to come back for lunch in half an hour. That half an hour, I'll immediately, I'll not say, okay, na pay to na practice. No, I'll just vanish. I'll just immediately go to the next room, near a space where I can, hear the song, because she'll not want me to hold the phone. She doesn't like me when I'm using the iPad. She'll just come and throw everything, and she'll say, Amma va. So அதனால அந்த கிடைக்கிற கேப்ல டக்குன்னு போய் ஒரு 2 பாட்டு கத்துன்னு வந்துடலாம். எங்கேருந்து ரிஹர்சல் போற சமயத்துல கார்ல ஒரு 2 பாட்டு கத்துன்னு, இப்படிதான் யூ ஹாவ் டு மேக் டைம், நாட் ஃபைண்ட் டைம், யூ ஹாவ் டு மேக் டைம், அண்ட் யூ ஹாவ் டு டூ இட். அதர்வைஸ் it will not happen. It is not possible at all.
So Rahul and I always call her super mom. Another thing that we also encourage our learners is about collaborations, the importance of collaborating with other musicians. It's one thing for you to learn by yourself, but then to kind of go out there and experience, that's a completely, and there's another thing, gurus from people who are already experts in the art. And then there is this whole process of collaboration where you learn from your peers, of course, like and you have collaborated so much. You have V2, to go have, of course, Sacred, Stephen Davisi, and a lot of others. Even Makka has had the privilege to be on stage. And I have to tell you, at this point, you're like a collaborator's dream, because the way you fit into everybody, like the moment we have you on stage, like the way you blend with everybody, blend with every artist. You're already, so much with the artist.
Thank you so much.
To have you. So easy, like sense. So it's so much fun to have you, because you are a bundle of fun.
Thank you.
So tell me about your collaborations. Like what have you really learned from these collaborations? How much of it?
See, first, when you are collaborating with other artists, you should not only do with people whom you're comfortable with. You have to step out of your comfort zone, and you have to see what's there beyond what, because okay, you're fine, you're collaborating with somebody and they know what you're going to do next, and it's like they can read all that is fine. But beyond a point, I think you should not become stagnant. You should constantly keep, learning new things, and trying to, make yourself adjust to a new genre. Or I know sometimes we might sound funny, if you ask me to sing one pakka pure Western classical song, I might sound absolutely funny, but I should try to know whether I'm good in it or not. No, without trying, how will I know? It is not like before even trying, I shouldn't have this bias notion, or that I shouldn't be afraid to try out new genres or something like that. So now and then I'll try everything. I will want to, even this Yelluvaya Pokalaye, I have sung open-throated songs back then when I was performing in a children's troupe and everything. But over the years, you kind of have, got stereotyped, because first vanda pudusla, whatever songs I got, everything was actually kuttupaattu, including the songs that we both sang together, and starting from Randaka, everything. So everybody started calling me only for songs like that. And then Vidigalil happened. Everybody started calling me for that kind of songs. Even now they'll say, and the Pirathedam padirkeenga, and the Yarovan paadi, adhe madri voice, adhe madri. So they kind of put you in different, boxes. So when I just went to sing this track for Yelluvaya Pokalaye, I asked if it's okay, because he said it's an Oppari. He said it should not be beautiful. I said it's okay. Then can I just try, open-throated singing? I don't know how it's going to come out, but I thought I'll just give it a try. But I just told him, please don't laugh. Okay, that's the only thing I told. Because I don't know how I'm going to sound, but I'm going to try something. I was doing this when I was in, back in school when we were all performing together in a children's troupe. But it's been so many years, and I kind of got, stereotyped into this soft, husky voice singing. Like wherever I go, people only ask, even if it's like a really high pitched song, they'll say, "Husky-a padunga, and keela neenga paadirukkeenga, adhe madri paadunga," they'll tell me. So that's how it happened. So when I did Yelluvaya Pookale, I literally no inhibitions. It's okay if the voice gets cracked at some point. That was my thought process. I'll just scream, I'll just sing from, singing from Adi Vaira in Anja Anjara in your classical pitch is different. But Elluvaya is in D. So adile vande I should not use my chest voice or my head voice. So I just said I'll do an open throated singing. Tell me if it works, but don't laugh. If it doesn't work, you just tell me it doesn't work, but please don't laugh. That's what I told him. So that's how we tried, and it worked. He was very happy, but he just wanted to hear it from somebody else. He didn't want to seem pushy that, he didn't want to tell people, the director or the producer saying, this is nice, keep it. He said, I will never do that. Let them tell me that this is nice or this is, then we'll keep it. Otherwise, I will not keep it. So that's how it happened. I think that you will know only when this is a recording, but generally you will know only. See, when I performed with Maka, I just wanted to have fun on stage. Everywhere, I've always been given melodies to sing on stage, and the classical songs, the difficult songs, everything. Okay, but people also have to know that I'm okay with singing. Even the recent gig that we did together, we had so much fun on stage. I tried singing songs which I've never sung on stage. I had absolute fun. I hope I didn't mess up your act, but I had
jinx though. We have to break the
we have to break the jingini jinx.
I remember that Manida Manivana Mohini.
Yes.
What fun.
Oh my God. Also, when you collaborate, I feel you will know where you stand. You might think you're good at this or good at that. When you collaborate with someone else, you will know, okay, see, they are better than us. So you have to work towards that. That should be your next goal. So, or you'll know, okay, I'm better than this person. So, okay, one, brownie points for ourselves, a pat on the back kinds. Yeah. So only when you collaborate, you will know where you stand. You will only know your limitations and your advantages when you collaborate with others. So I would say you always go for collaboration. You will learn a lot while collaborating. And I had musician friends, so many people tell me, இது நீ பேசாம இப்படி பாட நல்லா இருக்கும். அதெல்லாம் over the years I've incorporated whatever I've heard, whatever they have taught me, or whatever inputs they have given me. I've been incorporating it in all my acts or in my recordings. Why don't you try singing like this or a change? Even Ready Ready, you remember how we arrived at that tone? No? It was Taman, our idea. He was the one who asked us to change our style of the tone and sing Ready Ready. So unless and until we collaborate, I don't think we'll arrive at that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think musical is also like stages, but also through attitude. Like I said, sometimes when you meet other musicians, you learn their attitude also, the way they look at the way they something about the way they look at things, that you get to learn.
பிறை தேடும் இரவிலே உயிரே எதை தேடி அலைகிறாய், கதை சொல்ல அழைக்கிறேன் உயிரே அன்பே நீ வா, இருளில் கண்ணீரும் எதற்கு மடியில் கண்மூடவா, அழகே இந்த சோகம் எதற்கு நானும் தாயும் அல்லவா. அதுக்கு மேல கஷ்டம். Just one more thing, when I was singing with this sore throat, I just wanted to say, எல்லாமே நல்லா இருக்கச்சு, எல்லாமே நல்லா தான் போகும். You have a good throat, the mic is nice, and amazing monitors and எல்லாமே நல்லா போகும். It's all about how you crack it on a bad day. Like அது வந்து something which you will learn இந்த தொண்டையோட நேத்துக்கு நான் ஒரு கச்சேரியும் பாடியிருக்கேன். I'm not proud of it, definitely not proud of it, but I'm saying sometimes you can't cancel, sometimes it's unavoidable. You'll just have to figure out how, what best can we do with that throat, you know.
Yeah.
If there's something like high pitched la paatu nariya irukana, change it. You know, go to a comfortable register in which you are comfortable at. Choose songs that will not you know, sound bad with this throat and the madri. It's all about cracking it on a bad day also. Yeah. As much as ella nalla irukumbodhe kacheri nalla amayo, recording nalla amayo, but sometimes unavoidable, inevitable, we will have some circumstances where we'll have to perform with this correct throat infection or cough or cold. Adu eppadi namba handle பண்றோங்கிறது, it's something that you will definitely learn, but you'll have to be wise. You should know எந்த பாட்டு உங்க throatல இந்த like say if this இந்த தொண்டையோட if Jinginamani is sounding good, let us change the song list to Jinginamani. Don't sing Vidigalil on that day because Vidigalil is not happening, you know for sure it's not happening. So அந்த மாதிரி be wise enough to do that also. That is like, I just thought of adding it as a last thing.
Actually, when you just telling me this, I'm reminded that when I went to sing Sollitale Ava Kadale and Kumki, I still remember I had like full nasal block. Iman called me. I couldn't say no. Okay, I don't know. I didn't know what song I was going to go and sing for. So I went and sang the entire song just like that. Even now when I listen to it, I'm about for that. And I'm like, I can't believe that. But even today when I listen to Sollitale, you know, I can still feel the notes. Yeah, it worked, like you said, you know, maybe for some emotions, you never know. And like you rightly put it, some days we just have to do it. You can't
Exactly.
excuses. You just have to go with it. You don't know for the good or bad, you know.
You know, even when I listen to the song Vadi and Tangasela from Kala, this Charanam and all, I have a very distinct feeling that Shankar Mahadevan sir has one sore throat on that day. But look at the way that he has rocked that song. Oh my God, nobody can sing that song like him. So adala is something that you learn from all these people.
Saindhavi, I was actually wondering, as you were speaking, of course, you've spoken so much about like technique and things that you experiment with, but you have such emotionally intense music that you've sung. Like, how do you really bring out those emotions? Because Indian music is like, emotions are such an important part of it.
I read the lyrics first. For me, I like to know the meaning of the song, even if it's not in my own mother tongue. When I'm singing Telugu or Kannada or Malayalam also, I always make sure that I know the meaning of the word that I'm singing, and I know. And once you know the meaning, I think it's easier to emote. Initially, I think for beginners, somebody who's trying really hard to emote a particular song, my you know, one tip, I won't say advice, you know, advice is periya vaartha coming from me, so no advice. One
yes, please.
Small tips is, if you have any incident that is closely you know, related to that song or something, or the meaning of the song, remember that. If it's, you know, if it's that's how it is easier to get into the mode initially. It's like role playing madri. So you put yourself in that shoes and immediately you get into that emotion. But over the years, kandipa, by reading the lyrics, you will understand the meaning and you will know how to emote for the song. And you know, you should really love the, you know, meaning of the song or the lyric. It doesn't have to be a happy song, you know. Adu purinjala ipo, for instance, Elluvaya Pokale, it is a very very emotional song. This is an Oppari. The mother has lost her son and they're searching for his head. He's been beheaded and they're searching for his head. They don't know. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இதுல I just read through the lyrics and it was very hard hitting. You know, when she says talacha pulla நீந்தா தலைச்ச புள்ள இல்லாம சரிஞ்சது எத்தனை ஆட்சி, ஆல் தட் லைன் எல்லாம் பயங்கரமா ஹார்ட் ஹிட்டிங் லைன்ஸ். ஸோ அதை வந்து நம்ம புரிஞ்சுன்னு பாடும்போது தட் இமோஷன் இஸ் கன்வேட். அதே மாதிரி சிங்கிங் ஒன் தாலாட்டு or something, But understand the meaning. You don't have to know the language to understand the meaning. There are always lyricists to explain. There's always the director. You can always ask them in the line can the meaning. See, முன்னாடிலாம் வந்து they used to write songs for situations. இப்போ வந்து some people still write for situations. Some people they just want 3 duets, one kuttupattu, one and the madri. It's like one formula also. But just try to understand the lyric automatically. I think you'll be able to emote to that lyrics.
Okay, thank you so much. Saindhavi, I think one thing that I've been hearing so much, because I've also been meeting a lot of the people that you're working with at the moment. So one thing I've been hearing so much about and I'm so excited for is kudos.
Thank you.
Primarily because most of the time you see like, you know, like corporate groups that really go ahead and start a label. And what's really exciting is to see a group of musicians who've come together to start a label, you know, like musicians actually representing musicians. And that's such a wonderful initiative. Could you tell us a little bit about Kudos?
So it's Kudo Music.
Kudo.
Yeah. So we are going to, launch the label on January 1st, 2022. So the 3 musicians and the 3 non-musicians who are strong in the technical side and, you know, social media and everything, they've all come together. So we are planning to, as a first phase of our label, we are planning to do 52 songs for 52 weeks. So
Wow.
yeah, so that's a lot of songs actually and a lot of work as well. So but yes, we are also excited and we are working towards it, and we will definitely need everybody's support and love and encouragements, and Ranjuba is playing one important role.
Of course, like I said, I can't wait to see where this, because I'm sure it's going to be so different in so many ways, because it's a completely different thing when you have people from the corporate understanding of things spearheading something. But this is like equally balanced. We also have musicians in the forefront, and it's so exciting, Saindhu. I'm not just simply saying this, but I'm really excited to see what all Kudo can really bring out, you know. And
Thank you.
Some way going to be a part of this. So yeah, best wishes to you guys.
Thank you so much.
So is there any specific style of music that y'all are planning to promote, or like do you have a theme for it, or is the label going to cover all sorts of independent music, or like is there any specific?
Initially we are starting with devotional music, and we will get into independent music eventually. So
Awesome, Saindhavi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
PaatuClass.